Now that we understand our ideal user and we know his experience, we can jump into the next phase of design thinking, that is define. In design thinking, a crucial step is creating a clear and actionable problem statement that guides the search for a solution. This can be challenging because it involves summarizing what you've learned about user in the initial empathize stage. Being able to express a precise problem statement is important because it helps steer the creative process in the right direction, supporting both you and your team in finding effective solutions. Before we go into what makes a great problem statement, it is useful to first gain an understanding of the relationship between analysis and synthesis. Analysis involves breaking down complex concepts and problems into smaller, more digestible components. This occurs, for instance, in the initial stage of the design thinking process, the empathize stage, where we observe and document details related to our users. On the other hand, synthesis involves creatively assembling these pieces from cohesive ideas. This occurs during the define stage, where we organize, interpret, and derive meaning from the gathered data to formulate a problem statement. While analysis predominantly unfolds during the empathize stage and synthesis during the define stage, these processes are not confined to specific stages within design thinking. In reality, analysis and synthesis often occur iteratively throughout all the stages of the design thinking process. Design thinking frequently analyzes a situation before synthesizing new insight, then analyze their synthesized finding once more to create more detailed synthesis. As we said before, it's important to define a good problem statement. A well-crafted problem statement should possess the following attributes. It should focus on helping the people the team aims to assist, steering clear of an emphasis on technology, financial returns, or product specification. Creative freedom. The problem statement should not overly limit how the solution can be implemented, avoiding a narrow focus and refraining from specific technical requirements. Provide the team with creative freedom. This flexibility allows the exploration in areas that may yield unexpected value and insight for the project. Narrow enough for manageability. While a broad problem statement like improve the human condition can be overwhelming, an overly narrow focus can limit creativity. Therefore, a well-defined problem statement should strike a balance, providing sufficient constraints to make the project manageable without hindering exploration and innovation. To formulate a good problem, it may be useful to answer these 4 questions. Reply to this question could help you formulate a list of problems with the same pattern. You can compare all the problems you found out with or your team to start with the right one. Why is it a problem? This question prompts an exploration of the underlying issue and the significance of the problem. Understanding why it is a problem provides insight into its impact, allowing for more targeted and effective solutions. Who has a need? Recognizing the specific user impacted by the problem is fundamental to creating a solution tailored to their requirement. Let's say that even if our user persona is Marco, the need could be for one of his family or for his dog. When does it occur? Determining the timing and context of the problem occurrence is essential. This question helps in identifying patterns, triggers or specific situation in which the problem manifests. Understanding the temporal aspect provides valuable context for designing a timely and relevant solution. How is it being solved today? Investigating current solutions or approaches offers insight into existing strategies and their effectiveness. Analyzing the current method of addressing the problem helps identify gaps, inefficiencies, or areas for improvement. This knowledge is essential for designing a solution that surpasses or enhances existing practices. Affinity diagrams are a great method to help you make sense of all your information when you have a lot of mixed data, such as fact, ethnographic research, ideas from brainstorming, user option, users need, and design issues. Affinity diagrams are all about bundling and grouping information, and this method can be one of the most valuable methods to employ. The method is also called space saturate and group. The term saturate relates to the method in which everyone covers or saturates the space with images and notes in order to create a wall of information to inform and start grouping the following problem-defined process. Then you can draw connection between these individual elements to join dots and develop new and deeper insight. They will help define the problems and develop potential ideas for solution. In other words, you go from analysis to synthesis.